Hey, what is going on, guys? This is JT from JT Corn Rings. Let's do some housekeeping in the beginning. Let's make sure you hit that like button. Doesn't cost you a thing. Today, I'm taking a closer look of a 1921D half-dollar coin ring that I picked up from my favorite coin store in Baltimore, Maryland, Harford Coins. I want to talk about that when I come back. But guys, make sure that you hit the like button, and I'll see you in 2 seconds.
Woo! JT Corn Rings.
Hey guys, my name is JT from JT Corn Rings, where I talk corn rings and all things precious metals. Today, I am talking about 1921D half-dollar coin ring that I picked up at my local coin store, Harford Coins here in Baltimore. Let me tell you something. I promised that I would made a Mercury dime coin ring this week. I didn't get around to it, but I did go to the coin store to buy the Mercury dimes and 2 quarters, 90% quarters, so I can make into coin rings and a pendant. So I'm definitely going to get to that. Hopefully I can do it the beginning of this week because I have 2 orders. Matter of fact, 3 orders. And I want to thank some subscribers that believed in me enough to make that happen. That's Erin Krause. And I'm also a young lady. I don't know if she want me to dox her and give her name, but I appreciate it. She's want me to make a clad quarter. I'm going to do it in a state quarter that I have in my collection that represents her state where she lives. I hope she likes it, but I will show pictures of those 3 rings once they are done. But guys, I wanted to talk about this surprise, I may say, of the coin ring when I went into my coin store this weekend. But I first want to show you exactly how that ring was made. And I've showed this video before. It is a coin ring creator that we call Fence Kid. He created that style of coin ring, which I happened to find. This is my first time ever seeing one like it. I never tried to duplicate one of these rings before, so it was a shock for me to see it. So I want to show you this video by Fence Kid showing the process of making a ring just like it was made some time ago. All right, so this is Fence Kid making that type of ring that I found this weekend. This is Fence Kid's website, YouTube. He is like a staple in our community. He used very simple tools, a hammer, an anvil, and a drill. Once he hammered that side, he put a nice little drill hole inside and he filed it until it fit his liking. Right there, he has a number and everything. It shows it pretty well. Okay, so there you go. That right there is Fence Kid, and he is creating that. It's pretty nice, simple technique. Now we using tools way more advanced than that process, but that's how they used to do back in the day. Right now, I want to give you the history of coin art because this method, as I shared in the last video, was used by soldiers as early as World War II or maybe earlier, making rings out of coins just like that. So this is a clip from a book called Coinsmithing, and I want to share that clip right now. Okay. Chapter 1: History of Coin Art. Okay. So, working with coins to make art and jewelry items is not new. During World War II and possibly before, soldiers would pass the time by making a coin into a ring. They would get a spoon or a suitable small tool to use as a hammer and start tapping around the rim of the coin. As they hammered the coin rim, began to flatten and spread, forming a ring. When they had the shape they liked, they would drill out the center of the coin and finish the ring with small files. True, it was a coin ring, but the coin's original provenance was lost. It was impossible to tell what coin it was in the beginning. Coin carving also had its beginning around that time. A hard nail or perhaps a small screwdriver would be ground to a carving shape, and the artist would then carve designs into the coin to replace or enhance the figure that was already there. Coin carving is best left as a subject for another book, since there is much involved in these tools and techniques. If you're interested in more of the history, research trench art. Then we're going to go into the coin art and the law. First, the disclaimer. The following statements are not meant to be and are not to be construed as legal advice. If you have serious questions as to the legality of these activities in your area or country, consult a legal professional. You will absolutely at some point be questioned as the legality of defacing currency. U.S. law does not prohibit defacing of currency for fraudulent purposes. You can alter a unit of money to make it appear to be something it is not for the purpose of getting more money for it. You can't cut the corners off of $1 bill and paste on tens and try to pass it as a $10 bill. You cannot remove a mint mark from a coin and apply it to another coin and try to pass it off as a rare, expensive item. And yes, it is possible to move a mint mark. You cannot shave some of the silver or gold off of a coin in order to try to accumulate a stock of bullion. True, when you forge a coin into a coin ring of art or a piece, it becomes worth more than the coin. Wow. All right, so I went into a little more detail about the coin art and law. I can do that at another time as well. I just wanted to touch about the history of coin art, and you'd be surprised how many people believe that turning coins into coin rings is against the law. So I wanted to go into that definition or that explanation a little bit, but I only did halfway because I realized I was reading too much and I didn't want to bore you all, so I stopped it. But I want to show you also the video that's on my YouTube right now, and it's just dedicated to showing when I entered into the coin shop to buy my constitutional silver, and Alex, the shop owner of Hartford Coin, showed me the coin ring made out of 1921 D $half, which I was amazed how rare it was. So I want to share that with you right now, and leave in the comments what you think. Oh. How much you let this go for?
It's such a weird thing.
That right there is
$25. So this is a pretty strange thing. This is a coin ring made out of a 1921 Denver Mint Walking Liberty $half, which is a pretty scarce coin. And normally a 1921 Walking Liberty $half is worth at least $100 to $150, even in really bad shape. And this one was made into a coin ring, and you can see the date right there.
wow.
And the Denver Mint mark is right in here somewhere. It's harder to see, but it's right there. So this was a scarce coin that was made into a coin ring a long time ago.
Wow.
Well, we just gotten over the influenza epidemic. It was still going on into 1921. It started in 1918, 1920. And of course, the First World War had just ended 2 years before. So it was a strange time in the U.S. There was a lot of uncertainty and a lot of conflict and a lot of fear over where the country and the world was headed. Sounds kind of familiar.
Right.
It is the most valuable date in the series.
Wow, 1921D, $145. And that would be basically what condition?
That's good. So that's a well-worn coin.
Wow. Pretty amazing, right? I would have been mortified after finding out that I turned such a rare and valuable coin into a coin ring. That's why it's important to know before you actually make a coin ring. I asked Alex. He's very knowledgeable on coins. He's been around coins his entire life. At Hartford Coins, where he is the owner and operator, his father started Hartford Coins over 50 years ago. And one day I'm going to show the coin round that he made for the shop, and he presented to me maybe a couple months ago. So I want to show that one day. Definitely love going to that shop. He's a wealth of information. I learned so much, and I also learned to appreciate numismatic value of coins because as a coin ring creator, I look at coins and rounds for the content and seeing how I can make them to coin rings. But there's a definitely history and rarities and errors and some other things that numismatic value increases from knowing coins can be struck differently, have die cracks. I didn't know all these things. So I learned a lot from listening to Alex and also learning about the history that goes behind the coins and what happened during that time frame the coin was minted, as he shared about the 1921D half dollar. Influenza was 1918 up to 1921, as he mentioned. And also he talked about World War II, which was, World War One, I believe, which was not that far away in 1918, I believe, as well. So I learned a lot from sitting in the conversing with him. But now that coin, I know it was kind of hard to see the dates, the mint mark. So I wanted to take a closer look, and I want to show that right now. So this is a closer look of that coin. I took it out of the wrapping, the coin protector, to show exactly a little bit more about this coin ring. Now, this coin ring is about a 12 or 13. It fits on my index finger and also the finger right next to my pinky. Pretty nice. So I say it's around a 12, 12 and a half. I'm kind of leery of even shining it. I may want to keep it just the way it is, but I may shine it, but I am going to put it back in just because it is a rare coin ring now. So let me show you a closer look. Sorry, long one. There we go. As we see there, you see the half dollar. Okay, a little bit more than a half dollar. I'm trying to put a mint mark. That's the mint mark. That's the D. And there I go, looking for the 1921. So you still see the date a little bit. It's kind of marred, but that's a closer shot of the mint mark. That you know is a half dollar. Nice shaped ring, and it fits pretty good. It's a nice, comfortable fit. So whoever made this ring did a pretty good job in making it comfortable. It's not a rough fit, meaning I don't feel any edges inside. So he smoothed it out pretty well. Alex believes that this coin could have been made, coin ring could have been made around 1950 or probably a little later, because the person who bought it in, their collection started around the 50s and early 60s. So he believed that that ring was made in the 1950s, probably middle or later 50s. So that's the oldest coin ring that I have in my possession, and I like it because it was made just like Fence Kid made it in that video that I showed you in the beginning. Well, guys, that right there is what I wanted to share. A closer look in the 1921D half-dollar coin ring. I appreciate you all for taking the time out to come watch my video. And before I leave, if you would like to know where I make my coin rings, or you want to see what I have on my website, check out jtcoinrings.com to check out what I have. And if you want a special request, you can email me at jtcoinrings@gmail.com, and I can make it happen by grabbing a coin, or you can send me the coin you want me to make a coin ring to. Just send me your ring size, and I'll make that happen. But guys, this is a commercial. Check it out, and I will see you in the comments. Take care. Appreciate you all.
Take pride in your stack and wear it. Johnson Toe is an American craftsman who could take your favorite coin design and create art that you'd be very proud to wear, and something very special to share. JT Coin Rings, handcrafts, handmade jewelry, especially for you.
Woo! JT Coin Rings.